And today is rain, huh? A soldier would say. Wow, only 5 days left.
Okay.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting. It does feel like it's gone by pretty quickly. Also, I probably should stop talking to Morgana, because he is saying basically the same thing every single day. You know, I just realized something. Wow, yeah, there's a lot in this game, and I keep forgetting the little things sometimes, but, like, I really should have been getting Kawakami to make coffee or wash things every night.
Hey!
Ah, yes, the busy returning from holiday season. That's kind of when public transport probably gets full of diseases. But anyway, what you up to? Do you have plans? Well, today we actually are going to be seeing Makoto. It's torrential rain, but it's not a heat wave, which means we should be able to buy stuff from vending machines. One thing that I love about this, also aside from the whole onomatopoeia on the screen, which is great, especially since it's like falling down the screen. The one thing I like about this is the fact that there's no music whatsoever during torrential rain. And yeah, I have way more Water of Rebirth now, thanks to the home shopping channel. I probably have way more of these than I need, but I just kind of want to reach 99 just because.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Oh no, the Akechi fangirls have been recording the news. Is it because Akechi's on it? Exactly. I would advise you all to destroy those recordings, but I don't really have any influence on them. Oh yeah, we can get the dipped katsu sando because it's raining. But I came here for this. Okay, got 6 of these. I've got as many of these as I can, as I've tried to get. I wonder what these two are saying today.
Platform number 2, service to Asakusa is departing soon. Please.
It's doing that to pretty much everyone, but yeah, I'm going to go to Aoyama. It's kind of a shame that the vending machines outside at the school don't really sell anything useful, but we're going to be meeting with Makoto because today we can actually rank her up during the rain because this rank up's going to happen at the diner, and this is the one that requires max charm. So the thing is that the guide I'm following actually isn't supposed to get charm level 5 until the Oya hangout last night. So yeah, it cuts it pretty fine, but I got ahead, so yeah, it's fine. So here's the charm gate.
Do you have time to spend with me?
Huh, I haven't heard that voice clip, but yeah. I think Eiko will approve of me with my current charm. Yes, it's not even anything to do with Makoto. It's entirely Eiko's fault that we need charm to pull this off. Yeah, that's part of the reason why, so... I kind of alluded to this before, but I suppose the real reason, yeah, why a lot of people dislike Makoto's confidant is it's pretty much more about Eiko than it is about Makoto. And that has got a lot of people to really hate Eiko, because she kind of hijacks Makoto's character arc and screen time. Meanwhile, we have this guy. Yo, my name's Tsukasa. My head looks like an octopus. So, yeah, despite all of the work we went to prove ourselves charming so we could live up to Eiko's standards, we then find out that she has no standards. I totally wish I could be one of your council members, if you know what I mean. Now, I was actually saying, back during the Kaneshiro arc, there is somebody in town who uses the same model as this guy, and I think it might be implied that it actually is Tsukasa, because I don't think any other NPCs look like this. Okay. Don't want to get arrested, huh? This guy sure has a very distinctive appearance. Your love level's rock bottom? We're fighting right now. Nah, this is the thing, and we actually told this to Yusuke too. Okay, good, we got this guy alone. Now we can really grill him for information.
Excuse me.
Okay, Makoto's getting a little better than just outright asking somebody if they're like a member of the Mafia or something like that. Just this line. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Makoto didn't know what the term digits meant. You can actually answer anything here, but I'd like to do this. So why did you ask in the first place then? Yeah, it's a little hard to tell at this point. I mean, he seems pretty dumb, but I mean, it didn't seem like he was obviously abusing her. I mean, you know, we can always try putting his name into the metaverse nav, but that'll only just tell us whether or not he has a palace. And yeah, any of these options is actually fine here. Okay, is this one of my this might be one of my favorite lines in the game, if this is what I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. It's me, Tsukasa, heart emoji. I know we just met, but I couldn't wait to phone emoji you. I'm so happy to be friends with you, Mako-chan, clapping emoji, hot springs emoji. I just love, like, I can actually picture that rather than just describing them, Makoto is literally saying clapping emoji, hot springs emoji out loud.
Thank you very much.
Like, I get annoyed by people texting like that in real life, but I find parodies and, you know, literal descriptions of it like that hilarious for exactly that reason. And this should be Hurricane Recovery, right? Yeah, there we go. It's usually rank 6 for most party members. Alright. And yes, the High Priestess in the card is still reading a porn magazine.
Shall we go?
Now, there is still one more dialogue option for this, because we have a phone section. During a thunderstorm. Yeah, that was kind of a while ago now, wasn't it? How many of them? Is your phone like, does your phone like say like 160 or something for unread messages? Fire the same thing back would be amazing, but I doubt Makoto would be very good at it. Oh yes, I have no time to talk right now. Currently, I am in the middle of a super romantic date. Giving my boyfriend some hot loving right now. Thankfully, they didn't need to go too far with the whole fake dating act in front of them. Would have got really awkward if he actually demanded that they, like, kiss or something. Meanwhile, Sojo is still saying, man, it's hot over and over. Are you saying anything new? I'm distracted by other things. Lots of other things. And no, not college exams, just taking down an international hacker organization. Okay, he actually does have new dialogue. And now, it's a hot night. I had a feeling that would happen. I was like, oh, I'm gonna save buying drinks at Shinjuku and Kichijoji for the nighttime because I need to go to Shinjuku tonight anyway. And then I was like, oh, right. It could potentially become a hot night and then the drinks will be sold out. And yep, it is. Why was there a whistle there? Yep, sold out, even though they weren't sold out during the daytime. People just really buy those drinks. I mean, not that we're really one to complain about people obsessively buying drinks. Do I have fortune right now? I do not believe I have fortune right now. Oh crap, and I didn't have priestess either. I'm gonna need to actually go and rewatch that footage and see if I got the sparkles there, because if I didn't, I'm gonna need an affinity reading to catch up on that. In the end, I decided to just reload, and that way I did get the sparkles with Makoto, so, yeah, that saves money on affinity readings. But speaking of readings, we're going to be doing a verification test today. I don't know why I thought that we didn't hang out with Chihaya again for a while. We actually do, at least until rank 7, and that is because we do need to get her Mementos mission before the next time we go into Mementos. Now, this rank up of Fortune is actually interesting for one reason. Yes, they're happy, but are you still scamming them? Because what kind of power are you talking about here?
What?
Yeah, I like fortune telling. This guy's eyes creep me out for some reason.
Oh,
ADP, huh? What, Australian Democratic Party? Oh, right, that. Healing events. I see where this is going. And Joker does too. Yeah, the whole scamming thing that Chihaya is involved in, it's basically a full-blown cult. And of course, they all have sales quotas. I'm guessing bad things happen if they don't sell the right number of holy stones and tell all their friends to sell the right number of holy stones. Questioning that right to his face, huh? Yeah, we heard about this story before. Huh, didn't know about that part though. This feels like borderline gaslighting, actually. Involving of, oh no, I have been nothing but helpful to you. And yes, that whole, you don't want things to go back to the way they were before I found you. And yes, this is the only place you'll ever belong, huh? It's reminding me a lot about that whole, you know, girl trapped in an abusive relationship that Chihaya saw earlier. It's very similar techniques, actually. I did get tricked into walking into one, and I was only there to get directions on how to get away from there. I just keep finding excuses to bring up that line again. So this line right here. You're just Chihaya to me is one of Chihaya's 2 romance flags. It also happens to be the option that gives the most points with her, so I'm gonna select this anyway.
What?
From what I can tell, the way these romance flags work is that you need to have chosen at least one of them. So as long as you choose that, you're fine from having access to her romance route later on. The second one of her 2 romance flags is a lot more obvious. And yeah, Chihaya does tend to be the one, like, romance flag confidant that people do occasionally report failing the flags for, because the other 2, Oya and Takemi, have 3 flags, while she only has 2. And one of the things you have to say for the second flag is a little awkward. Yeah, this was her own fate that she was trying to change this whole time.
Until next time.
So now we have a new mission to save one of our friends from a cult. All of those actually sound pretty nice, but we're going for this one. And okay, so we didn't get sparkles there, even though I did have Stone of Scorn, and that means that we're going to do the somewhat hilarious thing of having Chihaya get us to do an affinity reading for Chihaya herself. Yes, you can do that, and it still doesn't take up time. It's kind of weird that it works, but it does. A miracle or a genius hacker? Again, a god or a genius hacker.
Hey!
I mean, hacking in fiction may as well be magic or miracles, though, given how it's often depicted. Meanwhile, Nejed.
Now then.
Never give up, never surrender! I still like, that was like one of Fantina's lines, and from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I never knew that it was actually apparently a Galaxy Quest reference. This whole drinking with coworkers thing is actually something that's done very often, and it's pretty much obligated in a lot of Japanese business culture, but it's something that I'll probably talk about later on. So we're at the 17th. Oh, okay, right. Now I know what we need to do. So yeah, this is going to be kind of weird for a few reasons. One, again, like I said, we're going to have Chihaya read our compatibility with herself. Though first, I kind of want to talk to these lawyers again because I feel like they are underrated NPCs in this game. The current government might not last, huh? Well, I mean, given what we've heard of them, it probably wouldn't be a bad thing if they didn't last.
I'm going to shrivel up.
Okay, so fortune reading and
What shall we do?
affinity reading. I would like to increase my compatibility with you! I don't know if this is some kind of weird conflict of interest or something like that, but she's fine with doing it. Yep, and we can now rank her up next time, so that's all we needed. Actually, wait, that's not all we needed from her, though, because we're also going to get a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Can we still do, I think we can still do affinity readings. That's kind of interesting. You're not limited to one per day, but I'm pretty sure it's limited to one per person per day. But we're going to be doing a luck reading for kindness. Because yeah, even though we reached Selfless earlier, we still have one more rank to go, so we'll need to work on this because we're going to be working at the flower shop today, and it's entirely to unlock a Mementos request.
Hey, hey!
Yes, I believe you already told us that, but I want to see if there's someone we can... No students around here. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and save first, because I easily mess up these orders sometimes. Flowerpedia, like that book you can buy at Shinjuku, does help, though.
What do you want to do?
So, let's work.
Hey!
Yeah, and because it's a Wednesday, we'll be able to get extra bonuses here.
I appreciate it.
Okay, what's the order? Small flowers with soft coloration. Okay, then. White or other light colors. Small orange flower. Small yellow. Small light blue. Okay, small white is definitely gonna work, so let's start with that one. So, small light blue, does that work? Because, yeah, they said soft colors. Yellow might be too bold. But the only other small flowers we have here are orange or yellow. So, if I had to guess, I'd say yellow's more soft than orange. It's not the end of the world if I don't do the best at this.
Hey!
What a relief.
Okay, so not the best reaction, but not the worst either.
Yeah.
That's precisely why we're here.
The thing is...
You see, actually, we're undercover for the Phantom Thieves, and we're trying to find out the culprit in all these assault cases. Yes, awful. Who did it? Taizo Naguri. As always, the police are useless and don't have proof. Okay, how much we get? That's a little bit. It's recouped 1 affinity
You
reading.
did great.
I suppose we made a slight profit
How are
on
you
the
feeling?
cost of the, kindness boost.
Hey!
It's Phantom Thieves time.
Right.
The Happy Furawa... Oh, Happy Flower Day. Okay, so that's another one of those ID'd. I think the only one we have left is We Aren't Just Your Slaves.
Rain, huh?
And now Torrential Rain returns. Let me guess, more Medjed stuff. Yep, there we go, more of these. It is actually kind of interesting. If you put off doing Futaba's Palace for a really long time, you actually get more and more conversations with Alibaba over text. They're things that I feel a lot of players miss. I have recorded them when, and they'll be shown during my bad ending compilation at the end of the series, but, yeah, I feel like most players miss them because most players don't, most players, I feel, complete Futaba's Palace as soon as possible. It's not a particularly hard palace to finish in one sitting. And it should be all,
It sounds like everyone's starting to get anxious.
but especially Ryuji.
But considering how fast the days are closing in, the best thing we can do for now is stay calm.
Well, crosswords are a good way to keep calm. Sometimes they can also be frustrating. I'm pretty bad at real life crosswords, actually. Sunscreen letters. Yeah, I'm good at this one though because I instantly got this was SPF. What does that even stand for, by the way? Oh, it's more obvious than I thought. Sun protection factor. That's actually surprisingly boring. Involuntary pain alerts. Okay then. In great demands. Would that be hat? Or hot? Maybe hot. Because hats are in great demand during summer. Soothing cream. Lotion? Oh, okay, I expect this would be hurts. Okay, so I know this is sunburn. So let's see if I can get this. This isn't ouch, is it? Yeah, pretty sure it's that. Okay, so now I can put this in. And we have a leftover A. So, I don't know if this is true for a lot of people, but back when I was, like, really, really young starting school, they really, really hammered in the, like, sunburn protection stuff. Like, there was even a phrase, no hat, no play, no fun today. You weren't allowed outside without a hat. And they showed us, like, really graphic videos of melanomas and skin cancer. And it was actually, it kind of had the opposite effect than it should have, because, it basically conditioned us into thinking that going outside into the sun was bad, and some sunlight is good for vitamin D, so yeah, it was actually kind of a problem, and I feel like maybe these days, most schools aren't as brutal with it as they might have been back in the day, but yeah, Mishima can go up, and we're gonna make him go up today. That's kind of weird, but yeah, we're finally hanging out with Mishima after so long, and that means we don't need to worry about a matching persona, and we don't need to worry about our dialogue choices.
Wow, this is amazing.
I still can't believe I never really realized that Mishima's Confidant is basically just the fox from Persona 4, in terms of mechanically. What are you preparing for? Given last time you were kind of misappropriating fan funds, I don't like where this is going.
Come on, let's get going.
Wait, the diner again? It looks quite golden. How much did that cost? Because I feel like only Bond villains have real guns that are made of gold, so I don't think that would actually work very well as a self-defense mechanism. In that, I mean, most people would think it was fake.
No.
Oh hey, I actually got points with Mishima for once. Huh. Not Iwai though, we only get our model guns from him, so I mean, we've got a bit of an exclusivity deal going on, and I feel like you having that violates that. I mean, okay then. I'm not really sure that you need to go around brandishing a possibly illegal model gun and, because I mean, I don't know who's likely to jump someone like you. No one really knows that you're involved with us. Except Kamoshida, and he's in prison now. Unless you, like, give out your own name on the fan site willy-nilly. But, yeah.
No.
Yes, but if you were to get into a situation where you need self-defense, it means you've done something stupid, Mishima, so that's exactly what we mean. Really? Bigger than the Mafia boss? Bigger than Medjed? Oh boy. Mishima seems extra motivated, in air quotes. Mishima's desperation. But yeah, backup members earn more experience now, which is cool. It's definitely a feature that a lot of people appreciate, because while I personally liked to keep the party levels even when I played Persona 3 and 4, it is a little harder to do that than it is in Persona 5. Because in 5, with this whole, you know, Mishima's desperation and all of that, it does mean that you can afford to rotate out party members more often without needing to worry about people falling behind. You found confidence, huh? Ah, I see where this is going. By hangout, I'm assuming that you mean punching session. Or the other kind of bullying.
It's just...
No, I kind of feel like that was exactly what it looks like. And no offense, but we could kind of tell that guy was a you to begin with.
Damn it.
So yeah, here's another thing about Mishima. Although
Sorry.
this whole thing about, you know, being bullied, being ignored, being the one who always gets picked on, it is relatable to a lot of people. It also means that he does have ulterior motives for wanting to help the Phantom Thieves. And I suppose after all of that, now I can finally go into a subject that I've wanted to talk about for a while. And that is just something about Mishima that most people getting into this game now would probably find this hard to believe. Mishima, back during the early pre-release period, when all we knew about him was his appearance, and that he was a confidant, and that he kind of was a fan of the Phantom Thieves, and managed the fan site. That's all we knew about him. Back then, it was actually quite common to ship Mishima with Joker. And there were a lot of people who were wishing he would be an official romance option when the game came out. Then people actually played the game, and the moment that people caught wind of what Mishima's character was actually like, all that shipping evaporated. Like, it normally takes a lot to get people to stop shipping something, but correct me if I'm wrong about this, because I don't really spend a whole lot of time in, like, you know, Phantom shipping circles for reasons, but I don't see Mishima ship with Joker very often. Far and away the most popular same-sex Joker ship is Akechi, and, pretty sure that Joker and Yusuke is more popular than Joker and Mishima. Like, again, I hope I'm not making assumptions, but I feel like it's very rare to see Joker and Mishima shipped anymore. And I think it's an interesting, you know, example of just how sometimes first impressions, like shipping characters based entirely on very early pre-release info, that's what I mean by first impressions there, sometimes that can actually not end well. Sometimes the characters involved will have a completely different relationship than you expect. Like, for example, Mishima is less the honorary Phantom Thief member and more of the friend nobody likes, to use the TV trope term. And even, like, Arn and Ryuji barely tolerate him. Oh boy, that means a lot of people are posed to lose money based on what's about to happen, which kind of sucks. That's kind of one way our actions as the Phantom Thieves may be having unforeseen consequences, but I mean, I was about to say it kind of serves those people right for betting on this in the first place, but yeah, anyway. So, we actually can hang out with Makoto today, thankfully, because I remembered to reload and actually bring a matching persona this time. Yeah, I wanted to see if there's a hint at the next item we need. Oh, dang it. We have to give up one of these. It's one of those Japanese sweetbreads that I probably wouldn't be that into if I actually had it in real life. But yeah, there are cases where preemptive shipping of characters turns out to actually work out very well. And then there are other cases where the characters turn out to be something like father and daughter or something, and yeah, then people drop that pairing like a hot potato, for obvious reasons. Yeah, there's a relatively recent, as of recording this, TV trope called preemptive shipping. I find looking at that page interesting, because you can kind of check which examples turned out to be supported and which turned out to be abandoned, and Joker and Mishima is definitely one of those preemptive pairings that was very thoroughly abandoned. But again, for different reasons. Like, it's not because it turned out to be, like, incest or anything like that. It's because people realized Mishima was a very different character than they expected, and that his relationship with Joker wasn't nearly as positive as they thought it would be. Speaking of non-positive relationships... It looks like Makoto's suspicions may have been closer to the truth than we expected. I wonder how these looked in Japanese. I was going to actually mention with the previous rank up that Japanese emojis are pretty interesting, because from the start they've always had a heavy focus on the eyes, and many people say that the eyes are a much better indicator of how somebody's really feeling than their smile. You watch too many soap operas. I mean, in a way, this does feel very soap opera-ish. Yeah, it is true that, while, we shouldn't, stigmatize entire professions, there are cases where things like this do happen.
It seems...
And, I've also heard that this can happen to immigrants as well. In particular, I think it has happened to Chinese and Korean immigrants in Japan. Yeah, see, like, what Makoto's saying here. Like, there are some people who, claim to be, oh, hey, I can get you into this country, I can get you out, and then they force them into, yeah, basically sexual slavery. Something that I just realized when people in the comment section were pointing out, what is it with Persona and hit and runs? So many people in the Persona games die as a result of car accidents. Like, not even just hit and runs, just general car accidents, because we had Kasumi's sibling as well. Was it related to Kaneshiro at all? Huh. I just thought of something. Maybe people would actually like the Kaneshiro arc more if it turned out that Kaneshiro's gang were actually the ones responsible for her father's death. Thinking about it though, maybe it would have been a little bit cheesy of a motivation to be like, oh, actually I just want to avenge my father. Yeah, it might have devalued her wanting to just look out for the students by giving her more of a personal reason to go after him.
But... Yes. I see.
I'm sure a lot of people will be saying, no, please don't bring Eiko back into this. This should be more about all of that stuff. Yeah, it's the issue most people have with this Confidants. Because, yeah, people think the whole Eiko stuff is off topic. It should really be about Makoto and what she wants to do with her life. Like, she's actively saying, oh no, I don't want to talk about my own backstory or my own character development. I want to focus on this random NPC who's irrelevant to everything. Although I think coming up is kind of a dialogue choice that I personally appreciate.
Thank you very much.
So we're already up to rank 7. Okay, there we go, we have Shadow Factorization. I still feel like Makoto probably has the worst party abilities out of the, like, party confidants. Because this only works if you already know the enemy's affinities, which is kind of a pain. Oh yeah, that's also probably not a good sign. Oh yeah, this. And yeah, by the way, this actually gives the most points. I mean, yeah, it's brushed off as a joke, but still.
All right then.
As always, we got this. That was a pretty long rank up. And we have a phone conversation after it too. But it does give some pretty good background on her. Yeah, this one actually maybe not. Maybe one day it'll be so convincing that yeah, you get the idea. I mean the whole, you know, fake dating evolving into real dating can be a pretty dumb plot point when it's done in some, you know, cheesy romantic works, but I mean it can also work sometimes. You say that, but most ordinary people, I mean, you know, it's amazing how much credit card stuff is out there online now. And we got these two, but we're actually not going to be hanging out with either of them tonight. We're going to be going to the Velvet Room. And I guess technically you could go to the Velvet Room in Kichigeorgi or the Red Light District, but that would cost you a train fare, and talking to Justine.
What are you gonna do today?
Actually, wait, no, we are going to talk to them in Shinjuku because I actually need to be here anyway. I almost forgot about this. In fact, I actually did forget and had to re-record this. I need to do an affinity reading for Arn.
Is this?
Yes, trouble with women. That basically sums it up. Okay, then, yes, fortune reading. Okay, so she said, I bet you can deepen your friendship even further now. Okay, that's good. We only needed, one affinity reading there. Weirdly, the guide that I'm currently following says we need 2, but maybe the classroom questions or something else made up on that department. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Justine now.
What are you gonna do today? Now.
A present-day Tower of Babel. Huh, is this a Devil Survivor thing or something? I love that. So yeah, this is Tokyo's Skytree, and we've only unlocked this because we got it during Arn's Confidant.
What'll you do? Onward, inmate. Inmate.
Just reminds me of a building in Sydney, Australia that's pretty similar to this, but it used to be considered the tallest building in Sydney, and it's very much not anymore. It actually looks quite pathetic these days. Yeah, this is nothing compared to that, you know, other tallest building in the world. Wait, no. I mean, I know she's referring to an elevator here, but anytime someone says metal boxes, it makes me think of that Warhammer Dawn of War meme. We should take away their metal boxes.
Justine. How could this happen?
I believe it's glass, but, yes, why don't you try?
What?
I wonder if they're referencing the pitfall traps that were in a lot of old Shin Megami Tensei dungeons. Yeah, apparently many of those old dungeons got pretty crazy with the pitfalls.
Really?
Yeah, this is reminding me of when I was in the, at the Eiffel Tower. I didn't quite have the guts to go up to the highest level because it just, like, it actually shakes up there, and yeah, that makes me pretty nervous. I like that you can see the bridge from here, though. Like, this whole thing almost looks like a painted backdrop.
Are you joking?
Not content to bully just the inmate, they're now bullying each other. Well, yeah, we're pretty much their babysitter at this point.
Hey, inmate.
They're gonna drag everything back to human desire, aren't they? I mean, kind of. Torukaja, Rakukaja, Tsukukaja. Yeah, I don't really know if they're, like, considering that Summer Rakam was one of the previous rewards, this just feels disappointing in comparison. Apt Pupil as well. I kind of prefer the Ma buff skills at this point. Yeah, it's all a setup.